The magical lake. There was a farmer. He cut firewood every day for a living. One day he saw a huge log lying on the river bank. He immediately looked for a while and decided to cut the log into small pieces to bring home. The farmer used all his strength, swung the axe up high, and cut down the log. But because he swung it too hard, he slipped and the axe fell into the river. It was a big river. The river bed was very deep. The poor farmer could not dive to pick it up. From the bottom of the river, the goddess of water heard the farmer's cry. She emerged from the water and asked,
My dear old farmer, why are you crying?
When he heard the voice, he raised his head and answered,
I dropped my axe into this river, and the river is so deep and wide, so I can't dive into it, pick it up. I can't get firewood without it.
The goddess heard his story and moved. The goddess dived into the river.
Wah, wah, wah.
After a long time, she emerged from the water again with a golden axe.
Is this yours?
The farmer looked at the golden axe and he shook his head and said,
No, not my axe.
The goddess dived into the river again.
Ah, ah, ah.
Then came up and another silver axe was in her hand.
Is this yours?
The farmer sadly shook his head and said,
No, not that either.
And again the goddess dived into the water, but this time she stayed down there for so long.
She won't come again.
He thought that he should get back home. However, as soon as he turned away, the water surface rushed into big wave and saw the goddess was emerging again. This time in her hand was his old axe. The goddess of water gently asked the farmer,
What about this? Is this yours?
The farmer looked at the axe in her hand. He shouted happily,
That's right, that's my axe.
The goddess of water reached out and returned the axe to the farmer. Then she recognized the farmer's honest heart. She gave both gold and silver precious access to him. The farmer immediately told the story to everyone in the village. There was a greedy dog. After hearing the story, he had a bad idea. The next morning, he also went to the riverside.
Fuff, fuff, fuff.
Pretend to eat his bone and raise his hand threw the axe into the river on purpose and cried loudly.
Woo, woo, woo.
He sit on the bank watching the bone gradually sank to the bottom. He waited to the goddess of water to appear.
Woo, woo, woo.
As the farmer said, goddess of water came up. He heard the goddess ask. He felt like he was on top of the world. He answered,
My little dog, why are you crying?
I dropped my bone into the river and it was so deep for me to dive in and pick it up.
When the goddess heard the little dog, she was moved and picked up a golden bone from the river. She asked,
Is this yours?
The little dog looked at the golden bone. His eyes lit up. He scared that he goddess would disappear with the precious golden bone. He quickly nodded.
Mine, this bone is mine.
The goddess suspiciously looked at little dog. She got angry when he claimed something that was not his. She turned her back with the golden bone and dived into the river. The greedy dog could only stand there on the bank and loudly shout into the water surface. But the river only responded in with the peaceful waves. The end. Only then did he realize his old bone never come back either.
Moral of the story.
Be honest, don't be greedy for what is not yours. Greedy people will soon lose everything.